Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost, and I want to talk about something a little bit controversial. Does Zarya need a nerf? Now, this is really controversial to me because I play Zarya all the time. Zarya is my favourite hero by far. Like, she's my main. I play her the most. I really enjoy playing Zarya. I think she's so versatile. She's got a fantastic ultimate which can change the game, and she's just great. Like, and there's a lot of tactics to playing Zarya. Like, when you outplay another player, like especially when it's another Zarya, like maybe you bubble at the right times and you bubble your players much better, and like you're just generally better. You can really feel it, and it's such an awesome feeling. But the thing is she too powerful? Like, Zarya is in every single game. Like, she has played more than Lucio now. That is quite telling, right? That's mad. Now, I know that Blizzard with Overwatch wanted all the heroes to be equally playable. So there would be heroes that, you know, you can play any hero. You don't have to take a Zarya. You could take a Winston and a Roadhog, and that would be fine. The problem is, if you take a Winston and a Roadhog, the Winston is way less effective because you don't have a Zarya. See, Zarya is it's kind of strange that she's the most played tank, right? You would think that maybe Reinhardt would be the most played because, you know, he's Reinhardt. He's got a big barrier, he just absorbs damage. That's kind of okay. The thing with Zarya is, though, she's so flexible. Zarya can provide defensive shields to herself, defensive shields to allies, which can also actually be offensive shields. Like, you can shield people with the intention of picking up damage, which is also defending them, and then you rush forward and do damage with the charge that you've got off the shield. So it's really, really powerful. And not forgetting your ultimate, which is just crazy powerful. Like, when you've got teammates that are willing to combo with your ulti, you can just wipe enemy teams out. You can even do things like pull enemies off payloads in overtime, because overtime ticks down so quick now. If you grab in the right spot, you can just suck them off the payload and then they lose. And it's like, well, there you go. But I think it's just more than that. What you've got with Zarya is you have a very durable character who is arguably the main component in the team. Like, she shouldn't die that often because she's got a ton of health and shields which also regenerate. She's got a barrier which absorbs 200 damage on herself and also charges a weapon up, and another barrier she can apply to an ally which effectively does the same thing, so she can get a ton of charge. And you'll see very simple things with Zarya. Like, if you've got a Reinhardt on your team, like say you're playing on Route 66 and you're defending on top of big Earls, which is kind of the standard defensive position. The enemy Reinhardt will 99% of the time throw a fire strike up at you just to hit your Reinhardt. Well, you shield your Reinhardt, you shield yourself, it goes through both of you, you've got 100 charge, and then you just smash the enemy team with the damage. She is crazy. When you get really good with Zarya's shields, which I don't think is that difficult. In fact, the golden rule with Zarya's shields is just wait. Do not pre-shield. Only shield when you are taking damage, because there is nothing which is going to kill you instantly, bar like something crazy, like maybe a Roadhog alternate fire. If it all hits you in the head at the sweet spot range, probably will kill you, but that's going to be a bit like that's crazy unlucky if that happens. But yeah, she's super powerful. Now, what do I think Blizzard need to do? Well, let's talk about Lucio, right? Because Lucio was in every single goddamn game, and Lucio kind of still is in every single high-level esports game. And this is for one reason, because Lucio can speed boost. So he controls when the team engage and when the team disengage. Thing with that is, at the highest level, it's fine, because those guys are going to train together. They know when to attack. When they hear the speed boost, they're just going to go in. It's going to be a reflex. The thing is, for everybody else on the ladder, that's not really the case. Think about Ana, right? Ana's ultimate is a speed boost to one single target. It's also a massive damage reduction and a massive damage increase. But when somebody gets hit with that, if an Ana ults a Reinhardt, the Reinhardt will steam in, right? And the team know it's go time. So with the Lucio speed boost, I know it's not an ultimate and I know he can use it much more often, it still is a little bit more difficult to sort of set up. Also as well, with the prevalence of like tank heavy teams, you don't really see Lucio that much now, right? So you've got the tanks, you'll have Ana and maybe, a Mercy or something like that. Sometimes, yeah, you can see a Lucio. It's not like Lucio's not being played, he's still very effective. But the thing is, in all of these teams, in every single team, Zarya is there. Zarya is the hero that you want on your team. I always feel, if there isn't a Zarya on my team, that the team is just nowhere near as effective as it could be, because she can do so much. Like, if you I really don't like Winston Roadhog as a tank combination. It can work, right? Anything can work. Don't believe the meta hype. But if you had a Winston with a Zarya, that Zarya is going to be able to shield the Winston, which makes him more effective because he's immune to damage while he's doing damage, which also charges you, which you can then apply back to the enemy team as you're pushing in. And remember, Zarya is super tanky herself, so it's very hard to get rid of Zarya. And when she's fully charged, she's almost impossible to deal with because she'll do so much damage to the enemy team. So what we've got is a hero that is very durable, has a lot of utility, has one of the best ultimates in the game that does take a fairly long time to charge, but it is very powerful. And she does a lot of damage. She's like the holy grail. Now, she doesn't do a lot of damage when she's got no charge. In fact, she does hardly any damage. But there's so much damage being thrown around in Overwatch, it's very easy to pick up charge through your shielding. Very simple tips as well are like putting the shield onto Winstons or Divas or Roadhogs, big targets like that, or Reinhardts, that you know are going to take a lot of damage. And also, when you shield Reinhardt, you will get charge even when he's got his barrier up because your shield goes through the barrier. So if he's being attacked directly, you will still get charge from that. So she's crazy effective. And when I thought about making this video, I'm like, what do I actually want to say? Like, am I just like, what's going on with Zarya? Is she too good? Well, if we go back to, I don't think she's too good, but I think she's too good, right? It's weird, right? Because Zarya she's got such an awesome skill set, an awesome toolkit, that it makes her effective in like every situation. There isn't a time where Zarya isn't effective. Now, if we rewind a little bit and go back to my earlier point about Blizzard, I don't think they wanted to make heroes in the game that were just omnipresent, like always pick that hero. They nerfed Lucio. They reduced his speed buff, which maybe reduced his pick rate a little bit, but he still has a speed buff, which is crazy, crazy powerful. But Zarya, she's in every single game. You see, she's a weird one. I think she's in a great position. I think she's fine, but I think she's in every game. And I know Blizzard are not the greatest fans of that, so I worry. I'm like, what are they going to do with Zarya? Are they going to tone her down in some way? The thing with Overwatch, and because it's such a complicated game, when they change things, it doesn't even have to be Zarya specific. It could be to a different hero, and it can totally change the way the game plays. Like, totally. I mean, when they introduced Ana into the game, a complete new hero, everybody was like, yeah, she's fun to play. I made a video on her. I made a guide on her. She's really fun to play. Awesome mechanics. A bit crazy that she's a high skill cap kind of healer. Didn't expect to see that. But you didn't really see her in games for ages and ages and ages. And it's only recently that people have worked out what to do with Ana. And now she's suddenly super effective. And she's like replacing other heroes. Where it's crazy. It's like, oh my god, let's take an Ana. So, yeah, Zarya. I don't know, guys. Zarya's really powerful. But I don't think it's bad. But is it bad that she's in every game? I don't know, guys. I don't know. It is a weird one, this video. But I think, see, like, I'm even confusing myself. I think she's too powerful, but I don't think she is. But I think she maybe needs some sort of change. But does she actually need a change? Because she's in such a great place right now. And she's also my main as well. So it's not like I'm hating on a character. I really love playing Zarya. I think she's awesome. But it's, yeah, I don't know. Oh my god. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I think this is going to be very interesting to read these comments. Do you think Zarya is OP? Do you think Zarya is picked too much? Do you think her skill set is too good? Or do you think she's fine? I've tried to explain what I think in this video, but I've kind of gone all over the place. But Zarya, she's my bae, man. Zarya, oh yeah. Alright guys, I've been Stylosa, this is Unit Lost. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and I will catch you on the next one, guys. Toodaloo.